Lord of the Rings, Realms and Exile is a total conversion mod that aimed to bring Middle-earth into Crusader Kings 3. I don't have a lot of knowledge on Lord of the Rings, but even I had a lot of fun testing this mod. It brings many new features and some amazing playthrough potential. Before we get into that, I just wanted to say if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the best Crusader Kings 3 mods. The date is 300 of the Third Age and there are 7 suggested characters. Most notably, Steward Denhor II, the High King of Gondor, and Dark Lord Sauron, the High King of Mordor. The map is extremely well made, consisting of 7 empires and 23 kingdoms. But even the terrain is done well, from the dark mountains of Mordor to the southern desert. They claim to have made one of the most detailed maps of Middle-earth of any Lord of the Rings game, but as you can see they have taken the time to make the map look amazing by even making new models for the holdings. One thing I was shocked about was the detail in some of the characters. I'm sure this mod has some of the most distinct and well done characters, especially Sauron and the characters in his court, such as the blind sorcerer and the various war chiefs that fill his court, that follow the cult of the lidless eye, which has 2 new tenets. The Encroaching Shadow, which allows a conquest and invasion casus belli, and takes away piety from rulers that haven't had a war for 2 years, by taking away 1 each month. That is something I like, as it gives you the extra push to really play the evil character properly. The other tenet, Subjugation Beneath the Dark Tower, which mainly gives 10% more domain and vassal taxes. On the flip side, you have the Erelite Tale of Faith, which couldn't really be more opposite. The 3 tenets are astrology, that allows adherents to divine the stars and predict their future. I'll get more into special events later. The Gift of Men gives a peace bonus and allows older, weaker people to end their life without penalty. And the last tenet is Memory of a Calabeth, allowing followers to improve their skills by exploring the histories of Middle-earth. There are new buildings available, such as Minas Tirith, a special building that at the highest level will give an insane plus 16 defender advantage, and the holder of this holding gets a medium health boost and plus 5 knight, which is another great bonus. If you decide to play as Sauron, you will get access to many new buildings, such as Mount Doom, being an active volcano resulting in minus 70% development growth, but gives the holder big boost to dread. Or there's the Slave Mines of the Deep, which at the highest level boosts tax, development growth and a prestige boost, and will reduce men-at-arms maintenance costs by 3% for the holder, but there's many more buildings too. Honestly, the most fun I had was King Cathupasgan. He's massively focused on diplomacy, so if you like that style of CK3, this could be a great character for you, as he has the remnant of the Numenorian blood trait that adds 200% to diplomacy range. You also get a new casus belli type, Wild Men Adventure, which allows you to target a specific area inside a kingdom, and if you win you move your realm to that new area. All your previous vassals will go independent, so it's an interesting type of war, as you get 2,000 special soldiers for your first attempt to move to better land. While trying to take all of Umbar for myself, my court was hit by a massive plague that killed so many people, including the king himself. So that resulted in my own brother claiming Umbar for himself and managed to win the war, and then decided he wanted me gone, starting a war for all my titles, and I had no chance, resulting in the game being over. In my opinion, this is definitely a character worth trying out. As far as I can tell, you get 2 new decisions with this character, the biggest being to unify the heavens of Mirlond and Ramlond, which you will need to control a certain amount of area, and you can create the kingdom title of Mirlond, and the other allows you to launch an invasion of Gondor. I think I will try to do that one day. I think it would be very hard, but it would definitely be interesting to try. For Sauron, you get new events to perform a dark ritual, which allows you to pick a location to choose how powerful the ritual will be. Then you get 3 options. First, Call the Horde will summon characters or armies at your court, or the Summoning Ritual, which summons dark spirits, and the last allows you to cast a spell. I tried the spell, and for 800 piety it will break the defenses of enemies if you're at war, or you could feed on someone to increase your lifespan. As playing as Sauron, people will bring tributes to you, hoping for troops by offering golden troops, which happens quite a lot, and I don't blame them, as the last thing I'd want is Sauron invading. And of course there's some new decisions for Denethor, the biggest being to destroy Mordor and end Sauron once and for all, which you will need to control certain parts of the world. Gaze into the Plinto of Minas Anor. That brings up an event chain that gives you 33% chance of a skill buff, or 33% chance of gaining stress, which as long as you risk getting the buff you will get more pop-ups, or you can leave, resulting in the event ending. There are a few more decisions obviously, but I don't want to spoil everything. This is definitely something you should try. The last thing I'd like to mention is some of the new men-at-arms. For Sauron, with 9 new types, ranging from Orc Rabble, which are just terrible, but only cost 20, all the way up to Olog High, which cost 960, but have a massive 520 attack damage, so they're definitely something you want on your side. But there's so many new types for each culture, from the Helminga Warriors for King Theoden to the Vale Archers for Gondor. This mod is probably one of the most detailed mods I've ever seen. and they still have more features planned, such as adding elves. You can tell how much hard work has been put into this. The modding community keeps shocking me with how good some of these mods are. Each character has a unique story and there's literally so many events for everyone. You could play this mod for hours and hours and still have something new to try. After checking out this mod properly, I have some new video ideas which I think you guys will like, so be sure to subscribe if you're interested. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.